Mr. Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK. Mr. Kovai Satyan, what did you make of Vijay's speech? You know, there's a lot of buzz that Vijay perhaps is in talks for a tie-up with the AIADMK. So the fact that through his speech, he took a taunt at the DMK, took a taunt at the BJP, didn't really refer to the AIADMK, has only added to that speculation.
Good evening. First of all, hearty wishes and congratulations to Vijay, who has completed 1 year and is stepping into the second year. He has got a long way to go. So we wish him good luck and best wishes. See, his ideology, when he formed his party and announced his ideology, we made a remark that his ideology is not something which is very unique. It's a cocktail ideology taken from different political parties. But largely his ideologies seems to have been influenced by the AIADMK. His ideologies are seeming to be the extended arm of AIADMK's ideology. His stand on two-language policy, probably from the beginning, AIADMK stands for two-language policy, and which was very well received by the people. That's why in the 50 years of the party formation, 31 years, they gave us the mandate to rule Tamil Nadu. And today his speech...
How is it different from the DMK? You mean both the DMK and AIADMK's ideology then?
I don't think so. DMK stands on the ideology with respect to certain critical issues. It's only for their political narrative and benefits. They talk that it is our state rights, but all the state rights with respect to Tamil Nadu were given away by DMK. That's what the history says. Nowhere in the history they can claim that this is the state right which was retrieved by DMK. I can cite n number of examples. Kachativu, Megadadu, NEET, Jallikattu, name anything. DMK has given away those state rights. And today, not only that, he also talked about corruption and dynasty. We need to end corruption and dynasty. That's a very clear signal to DMK. Already, DMK is in doldrums and shivering because Jacto Geo, the union of government employees, is on strike for the last 2 days. That has got a strength of more than 20 lakh members. So clearly, this is signaling the end of DMK, with Vijay making a strong pitch on dynasty and corruption.
No, but Mr. Kovai Satyan, you're not answering my question. Is there talk of AIADMK and Vijay coming together of an alliance?
As of now, even the parties who are with DMK are in regular talks with our leader. As far as TVK is concerned, let Vijay make it up. Let him decide first. It still have time.
So your doors are open.
I'm
going to read that as your doors are open very much for alliances. Sumansi Raman, what did you make of Vijay's speech? You know, there's a lot of talk right now about who he's trying to aim his guns at. Seemingly BJP, DMK. Who do you think will feel the maximum heat of Vijay's political entry?
Opponent is the DMK. Though he's identified the BJP as the ideological enemy, he has not gone hammer and tongs against the BJP in the manner in which he has taken on the DMK. So it's very clear that he sees the DMK as the primary enemy, and certainly that's a valid point, because at the state level it is the DMK that is standing in the way of his political ambitions. So the point really is, what is he going to do in terms of who is he going to join and so on. But more pertinently, what is his vision has not been articulated. I'm honestly not able to figure out what he stands for. And though Mr. Kovai Satyan, of course, would be keen on an alliance with the TVK, and therefore he says that, you know, it's linked to AIADMK's idea. Social justice is what every party in Tamil Nadu talks about. There is not a single political... Even BJP talks about social justice. So what is his ideology? What does he stand for? He stands for secularism. Yes, all parties say that we stand for secularism.
No, but do you think he's hesitating to take a stand because he kind of needs to cater to each vote bank at this point, and taking an adverse stand away from Dravidianism could hurt him, but at the same time wants to create this image that he's an alternative to the DMK?
How are you an alternative to the DMK if you are practically sort of supporting almost every stand of theirs? You are supporting them on the language issue. You are supporting them on the leaders that you sort of venerate, including E.V. Ramasamy, and so on. So the point really is that when you are espousing an ideology which is very similar to the ideology of the party that you claim is your primary enemy. It's going to be extremely difficult for you to convince people. How are you different? Are your programs going to be different? He has not spoken about anything about what he proposes to do for the state. So all of this still remains a complete black box as far as Vijay is concerned. Yes, he does have a significant fan following. He is going to get my gut feel is a single digit, but high single digit vote share. But the point is not that. The point is he needs to first of all, he needs to communicate more regularly with the public. Even, the tallest of leaders, whether it was Mr. Karunanidhi or Ms. Jayalalitha, would have interactions with the media. Vijay has not met the media once. He has not addressed a single press conference. So all these are issues. You can only, Prashant Kishore and Adav Arjun can only go up to a point.
No, I agree with you in the sense that we don't really know what his ideology is, his stand on so many issues. There's still a question mark on that. I'd also like to bring in Mr. Saravanan of the DMK. Mr. Saravanan, is the DMK a bit jittery right now about the Vijay factor? Most of his criticism was reserved for the Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam.
See, why should be jittery of a leader who does not even have the courage to name the parties? He has not even uttered the word Hindi today. So how are we going to be afraid of
Nobody spoke of imposition. He spoke of imposition. He said that that's not okay.
Which language? Which language is imposed here? What's wrong? See, people of Tamil Nadu want people who are unafraid, who are not afraid to stand up to bullies, stand up to discrimination, stand up to fascism. Just speaking doesn't cut ice. See, he may have a long run in the politics, but 2026, what's going to happen? Nothing will happen. Maybe he'll be a threat to the AIADMK party, which has not doing, so much of internal fights are going on. So there may be a threat. So many people who are not happy with the BJP, not happy with the other party, Nam Tamilar Katchi, and the others, they're all going and joining there. Maybe so. In that respect, AIADMK should be worried about him. Certainly not DMK and not in 2020.
AIADMK, Mr. Saravanan, is telling us very clearly that look, their doors are open to an alliance. So in that sense, they don't seem to be considering Vijay a threat, perhaps an ally. So for you, Mr. Saravanan, the reason I ask about whether this is a threat is one, it's clear that Vijay is targeting you supremely and clearly in his speeches. Secondly, also because he is a superstar, and that could have some impact.
See. He targets DMK on the basis of corruption. He says in his imaginary world there is so much of corruption that is going on.
Dynasty,
whatever. And this thing. So on what basis will he join AIADMK? AIADMK is the den of corruption where their general secretary was convicted for corruption, and all the ministers there with whom he is going to rub shoulders are all facing corruption charges, humongous corruption charges. They are investigated by the CBI, ED, income tax and all that. Then how will he justify? So it's not us we should be worried about Mr. Vijay. It is the AIADMK which should be wary of him.
Mr. Kovai Satyam, would you like to respond? The DMK is saying that this will be a direct threat to your vote base.
The sitting minister is every day on Monday going and signing in the police station who is out on bail. And the Supreme Court has come down heavily. Have we let out you on bail just to become a minister? And DMK is in doldrums. 13 ministers are running from pillar to post in judiciary for the last 10 years to save their skin. See, let's talk about dynasty. Vijay, if they want to challenge somebody in DMK, it will be the Prince Udayanidhi, who is also from the same movie industry, and he is also the youth wing secretary. If 40% of the voters are belonging to the youth between age of 18 to 40, who has got a mass followers? Is it Udayanidhi Stalin or Vijay? That's why they don't want to talk about Vijay, and they say he is not a threat. We don't care. They don't have the spine to challenge him. That's precisely the point. If he talks about corruption, the first thing is they should have challenged him. We are running a clean government.